Okay, this is the second video here. We're going to look at the Earth. So the Earth, on the midterm, you're going to want to know what it's made of. Okay, what it's made of. The composition. Okay, you want to know the layers of the Earth. You also want to know a little bit about plate tectonics. Okay, you want to know a little bit about what Alfred Wegener had to do with that. You want to know about fossil evidence, climate evidence, rock and mineral formation, puzzle pieces. You also want to get into what seafloor spreading is. Okay. You want to know how, where the seafloor is created and where it's destroyed. Okay. You want to get into types of plate boundaries. Okay, and if you remember, there were three types. You had convergent, divergent, and transform. You've got to be able to know those concepts. And with the convergent, you've got three types. Okay, you've got oceanic to oceanic, continental to continental, continental to oceanic. You've got to know what happens at each boundary. Okay, earthquakes, volcanoes, etc. Okay, there are other things that happen. You are going to want to know what a fault is. Okay, you're going to want to know what earthquake waves are. Okay. Now, the next section will be our environmental section. So with the environmental section, you're going to want to know about fossil fuels, how we got fossil fuels, okay, how do we produce energy from fossil fuels? Okay, so you're going to have to know how a generator works and how a power plant works. You want to be able to talk about nuclear energy. You're going to want to be able to talk about the other types of energy that we did in our debate. I think there were 10 types of energies. You will have to know a little bit about each. We'll have to take a peek at what the greenhouse effect is, okay, and the albedo effect, okay, and that can be taken from your lab. Okay, you're going to have to talk a little bit about climate change, okay, and how that might be affecting our oceans. We want to also get into renewable energy and be able to talk about each type of renewable energy, and I'll quickly repeat those. Solar, hydropower, geothermal, biomass, wind, and how can we produce electricity using renewable energy. Okay. Finally, the midterm will have a short section of math that includes the metric system, and that will include dimensional analysis, okay, changing from one unit to another. And that's, guys, that's just a a basic overview, but if you want more of an idea of what's going to be on this midterm, you just need to look at all your notes. And what I would do is put together a set of note cards with any definitions that we've talked about. I would look back at the notes. I would look at some of the material that I post. Now, it's nothing new. It's just going to be the old things that we did. Midterm does have a lot of information on there. It will be all multiple choice, and you'll have a certain time frame to complete that. Okay, I've designed the test to take 1 hour and a half. You're given 2 hours to complete the exam. I will again. I'll post up some material for you guys to look at, and it's nothing new, just the old stuff that we had.